What's up? This is Mark DeRosa. Welcome to the show.
A coach offers support to a pitcher who's been giving up the long ball.
Great Sunday afternoon for baseball here, north of the border at the Rogers Center in downtown Toronto. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Toronto Blue Jays. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a called strike on the outside part of the plate. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Matty, this team is oozing confidence right now. They were playing well coming into this game. And what do? Right out of the chute, top of the first throw, 3 spot up on the board. They got the opposition on their heels.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Ready for his first at-bat, Robert Poisson, showing some definite confidence at the plate right now, and his recent numbers are reflecting that. Behind 0-2 now.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Here's another 0-2.
Ball. Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. Fouled away.
The first baseman, ready.
Now the 0-1. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. A leap, but it's off his glove. But that'll be off the right field wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Everybody in the park, including me, was wondering if this thing was out of here when it left the bat.
Well, Matt, I thought it definitely had the height. It just didn't have the distance. The outfielder gives it a great effort, but it's just out of his reach. But he does get the ball back in quickly, holding him to a double.
Now the 2-0 home. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. Freeman stands at second with 2 gone. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Now the relay home is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up. So here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
First pitch coming, here it is. George Springer is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. And it's certainly looking like they're on their way to breaking out those brooms. Still early, but their lead is already sizable.
One of the keys to sweeping a series is getting some runs and getting some runs early. big lead early in this one, and it looks like their chances of a sweep look pretty good.
There's a danger of falling behind 3-0. You don't know which guys in the lineup outside the middle of the order are going to pull the trigger in a spot like that. He was one of them. 3-0 swinging the bat, aggressive hack, nice base hit.
And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The relay throw won't get him.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Into the box, Donovan Casey. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job one at bat at a time.
And that's the first out. Joey Wendell digs in now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third. 1 out, nobody on. 1 and 2.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Skied down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
And it's quickly 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count. Slow roller down. Oh, it's off the third base bag. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. From the stretch.
The first baseman.
Hit hard on the ground to second. And Freeman's aboard. It's a base hit. They'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
The 1-0 home.
Hey, that was a big pitch right there. You fall behind 2-0, you give this hitter count leverage. He probably tries to ambush a fastball. 1-1 count.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Now the 1-0.
Ball that close. That's outside.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
3-1 the count now. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. 1 out, base is empty, and that brings in George Springer. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. It's like magic or something. He's given up a boatload of hits, but they haven't been able to chase a runner home.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
Crawford takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. So next to hit is Donovan Casey. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. In there, no balls and a strike. Swing and a liner, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Here's the 0-2. Springer is off at first with 2 away. And another foul ball.
Hey, you need a strikeout right here.
And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3. And from the stretch, here's the pitch. Randall Grichuk is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Ready on 1 and 2. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Forgets him. 2 down. And now Robert Poisson. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And he lays off the pitch in there for the first strike. This is hit the other way out toward left field. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Set, here it comes. Freddie Freeman is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
And 1 gone. So stepping in is Rafael Devers. He's working on 1 for 2 games so far. Well, on the first will get him. Score 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Here's the center fielder, and he's able to get there on the long run. Bottom of the inning now, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. 1 ball, no strikes to count. There's the good knuckle curve, a ball and a strike. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. A 1-2 pitch. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer him dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And a full count to George Springer, it's 3-2.
And it's late to his afternoon of work, and the longer this at-bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But, man, he's been good so far.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Down and away, ball 1.
I got 1 ball, 1
No runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And that misses. 2-1.
Ball 3.
3-1.
Hey, come on now. Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Rounded back up the middle. Crawford has it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Now to the plate, here is Donovan Casey, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Hit on the ground out for short. And there's his first base hit in this one. But the feed to the second baseman is a wide one. And how about the recovery here as they get him at second base? So forget about the miscue there as the inning is.
He's out.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, "It ain't over till it's over." Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
Now to bat, Joey Wendell. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Scooped up. And that's the second out. Digging in, the switch hitter, Robert Poisson. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. 0-1 the count. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Unable to find the zone with the slider. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is...
3.
A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. Tampa Bay.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, I go by the name of Phil Augusta Jackson. This is the Redondo tape. Shout out to Nick Lee. 6 months in Redondo, beach right by the condo. Oh my gosh, oh my casa. I'ma need my sushi pronto. Shooting star like a Cosmo. Make you move like a mambo. Spank a hater like a bongo. Baby sleeping mono. Girl sweet like a mango. Gives a taste to the tango. Strum it like a banjo. Then hit the sound in our sando. Flow hot like a condo. Ain't no place that I can't go. On a mission like Rambo. Self-portrait like Van Gogh. My whole team really on deck. Chuck Norris, about to blow flex. Nike flow, about to get checks. Pump it up, about to get back. Jeans work looking like Shrek. With the money, with the dimes. On deck like a Porsche. Fast like a Porsche. The beat like a horse. The flames like a torch. Now I'm riding up the 2. You would think I'm in the 6. Born Jan 26, 36, but I never the break. When I shoot, I never break. When I shoot, I swish. Fourth quarter, 10 on the clock. Follow throughs in the wrist. I get it, I got it, I'm good. I'm about it, I get it, I got it, I'm good. I bought it, I get it, I got it, I'm good. I'm with it, I get it, I got it, I'm good. You dig it? Squad hustle like a relay. Running back like a replay. No time for that he say. Got carried by what she say. Self-care like eat, pray. Give thanks before I eat, pray. But tell a hater that I eat, pray. I'm like Miami where the heat stay. Got the focus like a sensei. Had to carve it out my own way. You ain't got the answers like sway. Friday night just got paid. Bought a coat that's just suede. Leveled up like 12th grade. Sweetest taboo call me Sade. Black Bandit, you can call me Blade. Work hard, play hard. That's the motto. Pop, pop, that's the sound of the pop, pop. Wake up, grind hard, full throttle. Supreme good, shout out to Aristotle. Team winning, know it's kinda hard to swallow, but we all give thanks. Mahalo, it's auto. Medical, we get it, and we gonna keep it up. We put the focus in our cup and just go. So, I get it, I got it, I'm good. I'm about it, I get it, I got it, I'm good. I bought it, I get it.
MLB The Show has baseball coming. Now at the plate, here is Ray Guillen, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1. Xander Bogaerts waits on deck. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this will be lined into center field, and they've got themselves their first hit of the ball game.
That's the game plan right there. Elevate the sinker from the offensive standpoint. That's what they talked about in the hitters meeting. And on the flip side, if the pitcher doesn't get that pitch down, there's going to be a call to the pen short.
And he falls behind 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Senzel is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. High and deep down the left field line. And foul. In the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And costly as the runner will move into scoring position now. Fouled off. From the stretch, the 1-2.
Ball, that's him.
Up. Pitch popped up. Number 23 is there. And he's got it for the final out of the frame. First offering on its way. Brian Anderson is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2.
Talk to me, because we're looking at a rising star on the mound, and he's proving that he belongs in any discussion of the game's best arms.
Definitely, clearly, you know, again, I refer to guys that have the